What's up, losers? Welcome back to another video. If you missed the last one, be sure to subscribe, turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. We've got a new schedule. If you want to get updates on all my videos, every time I post on social media, subscribe to my Discord. Join my Discord. You know what it's called. Today, we are reacting to the 2023 Nintendo Direct. First, most important and foremost, Kirby content. Y'all know I love Kirby. By the way, if you want updates on my Kirby collection, I usually post reels/TikToks of whenever I get new Kirby merch. That is the big deal to me anyway. Apparently everyone's excited about Pikmin 4. I don't give a crap, okay? Kirby. I've got my phone here so I don't forget anything. This, in my opinion, is the best Nintendo Direct to date of all time. Most important, obviously y'all know last year with the release of Kirby and the Forgotten Land, mouthful mode in particular, Kirby basically broke the internet. Obviously that was a big deal, right? You're thinking, it couldn't possibly get better than that, right? Wrong. One of the most important releases, in my opinion, of the 2023 Nintendo Direct is that Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games are now going to be on Switch. I have been I'm trying to make a video. I have pretty much been a Nintendo stan since I could walk. The reason that I'm so into Kirby is because the first game I ever played was Kirby's Dream Land on an original Game Boy. So, to be able to play that on Switch, yes, I did have it on my Pikachu 2DS, and I still had that. However, I had to sell it because my ex gambled away all of our money. I will be able to have that again. I will be able to have Kirby's Dream Land, Kirby's Dream Land 2, Return to Dreamland, Deluxe Return to Dreamland, and a bunch of other fun games from my childhood because also when I was growing up, we had a Game Boy Advance SP. That unfortunately is no longer with us. So instead of having to go around to my local shops or scour the internet for a used but good condition handheld from the freaking early 2000s, if not the 90s, I can just have them all on my Switch, which is literally the reason I bought a Switch Lite instead of a full size. All of that stuff now is going to be available for Switch. I am super excited about it. I'm going to read the list for the Game Boy Nintendo Switch releases. Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare, Game & Watch Gallery 3, Gargoyle's Quest, Kirby's Dream Land, Metroid 2, Return of Samus, Super Mario Land 2 through 6 Golden Coin. 2-6 Golden Coin. I'm not a Super Mario person. Tetris, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Wario Lands 3, Kirby's Tilt and Tumble, Pokemon Trading Card Game, The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages, and Oracle of Seasons. Then for the Game Boy Advance Nintendo Switch releases, we have I don't know what that is. Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, Mario Kart Super Circuit, Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3, that's a lot of Super Mario, Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap, WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, Metroid Fusion, Fire Emblem, F-Zero Maximum Velocity, and Golden Sun. I'm assuming that over time they will continue adding to this library, which I personally am super excited for. Now, let's get into some of the indie games I'm excited for. Now, for the purposes of this video, indie is basically just anything that's not Nintendo. The one I am absolutely the most excited for, please don't judge me, is Fashion Dreamer. The reason I'm excited about this is because when I was younger, we did a lot of online PC gaming. Miniclip and Candy Stand were pretty much the main websites that I used, and they had tons of fashion design games. The description on Nintendo for this game: enter a virtual world of fashion fantasies made real where coordination and communication mix like never before. Your new life as an influencer awaits. Dazzle them with your freshest fits. They're trying. And if you catch their eye, you'll earn their like. So I'm gonna be totally honest, I'm not super interested in the social aspect of the game. I am just interested in what aesthetics it could have to offer. The design, just based on what was shown in the Nintendo Direct footage, it seems like it's going to have a Genshin vibe, which I love. The next game I am super excited for is Harmony: The Fall of Reverie. Now this is also going to be available on Steam. The release date is going to be in June. This game, to me, gives if Telltale made Detroit Become Human, that is the vibe I get from this game. This is a choose your own ending kind of a game. Choices matter. There are 6 aspirations, basically gods, that you can choose to side with to guide the plot of the game, and each one will affect both the outcome of your storyline and the aesthetic visually of the world. The Steam description of the game says, in the very near future, 2039, when Polly returns home after a few years abroad to look for her missing mother, she quickly realizes that her hometown has drastically changed. A corporation named MK is using its power to control the population, and her community is in danger. She soon discovers that she has a gift of clairvoyance that connects her to reverie, the realm of the aspirations of humanity. Glory, bliss, power, chaos, bond, and truth. In this world, Polly becomes Harmony, a goddess who has power to choose the aspiration that will ultimately rule over reverie and restore the delicate balance between the deity's world and ours. Each action you take will affect both worlds and send you spiraling down sprawling narrative paths. See into the future and explore the consequences of possible choices in the Augural, a game board and visual representation of Polly's gift of foresight. Whichever aspiration comes to lead reverie with Harmony's help will also become the heart of humanity. Their personality and style of rule will change reverie, while also giving the people of our world new direction too, which is where the visual influence comes in. The Augural to me reminds me of the storyboard kind of layout in Detroit Become Human. I personally will be playing my first playthrough as Chaos as my aspiration guide. I will say I have no idea if there's anything romantically for subplot here, but if there is, next one that I am super excited for is Blanc. All of the imagery was hand-drawn first before being converted to 3D for the game. Absolutely beautiful. I genuinely did not understand what was going on with the plot from the Nintendo Direct, so I had to look it up. It apparently doesn't have text, which is supposed to make it more immersive. The description on Nintendo says, experience the poetic tale of a wolf cub and a fawn in the spectacular world of Blanc. Lost in a sudden snowstorm, they will have to lean on each other in order to follow the footprints their families left behind in the snow. Each animal has their own unique strengths that complements the other, which you'll need to make use of to navigate through the snowy landscapes. Using only 2 buttons and movement, the simple gameplay allows for anyone to play and follow their journey home. I'm not actually sure if you have to play it dual or if you can play it single player. The last game that I am personally excited about from this year's Nintendo Direct is Have a Nice Death. First of all, if you've ever heard of the game Death and Taxes, you'll understand why I think that sounds amazing. The description on their website says, Have a Nice Death is a 2D action roguelike where you play as Death, CEO of Death Incorporated, who currently finds himself teetering on the edge of burnout. His top executives, the Sorrows, have been running rampant on Earth's surface, leaving him buried in an underworld-sized mountain of paperwork. Now, in order to regain control of his company, as well as secure a much-needed vacation, he will need to traverse the various departments of Death Incorporated and remind his subordinates who's boss. Reap what you sow, sharpen your skills through fast-paced hack-and-slash combat. Death never sleeps. Since Death can't die, use what you've learned and earned to overcome the numerous minions and bosses at Death Inc. Over and over. When life gives you curses, make grapefruit juice. Taking more power for yourself is a controversial move in Death Inc.'s company culture. Choosing a curse upgrade for yourself could have interesting consequences. The art for this game gives Hollow Knight. I love it. It looks beautiful. Meet the Sorrows. At Death Inc., each of the company's morbidly themed departments are run by a powerful executive called a Sorrow. These Sorrows, along with their loyal minions, are tasked with maintaining the flow of souls that enter through the marble gates of Death Inc. Lately, the Sorrows have been purposefully overfilling quotas, so you will have to overcome their powerful abilities and show them who's boss. They do have some descriptions of the departments. The toxic waste department is oozing with charm, and the vistas in our diseases area are sure to take your breath away. To recap, my personal favorite announcements from this year's Nintendo Direct are Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games being released on Switch, the new fashion designer game, Blanc, Have a Nice Death, and Harmony: The Fall of Reverie. I absolutely plan on streaming those. My current goal is to be able to buy a PC by the end of May, and a lot of these games will be releasing between April and June, so that will be the perfect time to start streaming and doing gameplay videos of them. I know that I have been steering more toward music and mental health on this channel lately, but I do really love gaming. It is a big part of my personality. It is something I've been into for most of my life, so I do want to start bringing that back as well. I will be streaming on YouTube. I will also be streaming on Facebook Gaming on my gaming page. That is all in the description. So make sure to follow all of that and make sure you have your notifications turned on so you get updates whenever that starts coming out. Thank you so much for watching. That is everything for this week's video. If you want to be sure to catch my next video, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I will see y'all losers next Sunday. I don't know why I decided to say what's up, losers. I said it on live last night and it worked, so later, losers.